Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Color X Malice in Sadaishi's route. God, I love him so much. I love this route. Anyway, and I totally forgot. I was like, wait, where were we? And I'm like, all right, we were about to go on a date. And who knows if it's a real date or a date. Who knows? I don't even know with Sadaishi what end is up. And he keeps ripping my heart out and then giving it back to me and like ripping it out and giving it back. I don't even know. I love him so fucking much. I can't. But yeah, so we're going out on a date. So this is going to be, it's going to be good. Anyway, I imagine going to cliched places like amusement parks or the aquarium. But the place he took me to was to play with the cats. I love it. Let's have some fun observing cats together. Huh? I looked around and realized I was at the spot where Sadaishi observed cats. This is Sadaishi. Fucking just take it. Take what you can get, Spacey, and just enjoy him. Enjoy him. Didn't you say it was a date? This is our date. I wanted to observe the stray cats of Shinjuku with you. Stray cats? Speaking of which, you number them, don't you? Oh, that's right. Let me introduce you to the 37 cats I've named. Which ones you'll meet are all based on luck, though. Cats. Introduce. She's like, it's almost like she doesn't know that he's crazy. Like, girl, you knew he was fucking Nutter Butters. That's why we love him. Is this supposed to be a date? Shh, it's adorable. Let him be himself. Oh, I forgot. Here's your share of the cat toys. Hold this and they'll love you. Thank you. I held the cat toy and it made me feel like that this straying... Wait. I held the cat toy and it made me feel that this was straying further from being an actual date. Animals are therapeutic. It'll be perfect for you since you're so tired. Yeah, I guess so. It seemed like there was no mistake that this is actually what Sadaishi considers a date. But again, she should be like, well, but he's gonna be fucking adorable. And that's kind of cute. So I'm okay with this. Hey, number 5. That's a rare one. See how brazen he looks. Sadaishi, brazen? It's a cute tabby. You're so naive. That one's a stray. Once they know they're not getting food. Oh, he's gone. No, number 5 comes by quickly, but he'll leave quickly. They'll ignore you if you don't benefit them. That's harsh. But that's what makes it nice. That's so Sadaishi. They'll ignore you if you don't benefit them. So you. That's fucking you. You're a fucking... Oh my god. You just described yourself. I love him so much. Anyway, but that's what makes it nice. Look, that gray cat looking over here is number 8. The striped cat is number 11. Should we keep our distance? Yeah, they're cautious animals. It's time to use your cat toy. Sadaishi crouched down and shook the cat toy, making number 8 draw closer. I felt like it would run away at the slightest movement, so I just stayed still and watched. You need to pet them to feel healed. I'll keep them busy, so go ahead and touch them. Sure. I'm gonna get attacked. I wondered if that's okay. Well, I reached out to pet the cat's head that was fascinated by the cat toy. I touched it! And the moment I thought that, number 8 bolted off at lightning speed. It's okay. That happens. Don't feel down. Did he try to console me? Let's try the next one. I'll definitely get you to play with the cats. Yes, please. Sadaishi seemed to be strangely motivated. It was different from a typical date, but that's not a big deal. As long as you're having fun, it doesn't really matter where you are. Exactly. Plus, this is adorable. Hey, there's number 1. It seemed to be lazily lying in the sun, so I might be able to pet it. I recognize it from the other time. What should I do? Number 1 is dull senses, so you can go near it. I'll pick it up, so touch its paws. Yeah. We continued to play with the cats. It's fucking adorable. Met the boss cat of... Met the boss cat of Kabukicho. We stepped into the hideouts of the cats. And we observed the cats and petted the cats that were sunbathing. The one with 3 stripes on its forehead is number 26. Number 34 looks like its eyes are closed. There were so many of them with similar colors and markings, so I was taking notes to make sure that I didn't forget. That's fucking adorable. Normal people would just listen in passing, but you're taking notes on them. You really are such a square. Tadaishi laughed at me. What's wrong with that? I was too embarrassed to say that I was trying hard to learn all of them because it was something that Tadaishi liked. If you forget them, I'll just teach you. We can come observe them again. Yeah, there's no way I can remember it all from just one visit, so please teach me again. Sure, if you say so. I looked through my notes and realized that there were some missing numbers. That was the last one, right? We didn't see number 6, 14, 20, 23, and number 35. Oh, number 14 is gone. Oh, I remember him saying that because they were strays. No one knew when they died. It's sad to see that they can just disappear one day. With this many stray cats, they all look unique to me, but most people can't tell one from the other. A few people do remember them once they're gone. That's all they are to them, but they still do their best to live. Some of the cats were tame. Maybe that means that there are people who treat them with affection. I'm sure there are many people who would be sad if they go away. I wanted to meet number 14. I think number 14 would have been happy to hear that. Tadaishi made an awkward smile, made me wonder about something, so I voiced my concern. He numbers the cats, and it just occurred to me that they called him number 14 in the thing, so, like, I wonder if he never named a cat number 14 because he's number 14, you know what I mean? And the weird child fucking, like, whatever it was, like, whatever the fuck kind of thing he was living in, you know what I mean? So, Heishi, why are you so infatuated with these stray cats? Is there a reason for it? Reason? Oh, it's probably just a reaction. Reaction? And the person who raised me was very strict. They had many rules, and I had no freedom. So when I went to live in the outside world and became a profiler, everything I saw and experienced seemed so new. And when I saw the stray cats under the train tracks, I just thought they seemed so free. Ever since then, it became my hobby. I wanted to observe their life cycles. So the reason why you're weird is because you grew up in a strict household? He grew up in a lab! So yes, she doesn't know that, but you may call me weird, but I do make an effort to blend in with the crowd. What? You have? I make sure I always smile so that my human relationships go smoothly. So the reason you're always smiling is something you do deliberately? But if your heart isn't in it, it looks scary. Wouldn't it have the opposite effect? Would you prefer no expression or a smile? I imagined him saying harsh things expressionlessly, and also him making fun of me while smiling. I guess the smile would lessen the impact? Sorry, just be the way you are, Saraishi. I thought so. Smiling is really important. Setting aside its effectiveness, I didn't know that Saraishi had a reason for always smiling. Maybe I should just ask him everything. That cat tie clip, you always wear it, don't you? Is that something you decided to wear to make you look more approachable? What? No. Huh? Well, then why? I told you that I can't own a cat, right? So I bought a cat thing I could wear all the time. I especially like this one. In the past, I wasn't even able to buy something like this. Your guardian must have been really strict. Still, him always wearing his favorite things seems so fucking adorable and kind of sad. Why are you smiling at me? Oh, nothing. Sataishi is so pure-hearted. Or rather, he had this childish cuteness to him. Because he doesn't know how to human! I can love it! When he said he wanted to observe cats, I was wondering how it would turn out. I'd lost track of time and found myself chasing after the cats too. I felt like I was a child again, and it was fun. Considering the situation I was in, and Adonis, there were so many things to worry about, but it felt like I got a temporary release from it all. Even so, this is the end. Well, the sun is setting, so we should be heading back. Go back? To where? Huh? He stared at me, so I didn't know how to answer. Where? Well, you're going back home. Let's go back to your home, Saraishi. Huh? Are you sure? Why are you surprised? Because I thought you'd say you'd go back to your own home. He won't know unless I tell him. I remembered those words and took a breath. Because I want to be with you a little longer. Oh, let's go shopping, and we can make dinner after that. I gathered my courage to say that, but now I'm too embarrassed to look at Sadaishi's face. The awkward silence carried on for quite some time. Well, hold out your hand. He said that so suddenly I held out my hand. I held out my hand to him. He grabbed it and held me tight. Oh! Huh? Look at how fucking happy and oh my god, I can't even. Oh my god, he's so adorable. What is this path doing to me? What? Oh god, you broke me. Oh, Sadaishi has broken me. I love him so much. Let's hold hands and go back together. Yeah. Look at they're both so like derpy adorable. I can't handle it. I'm gonna die. Chest pains. My heart is growing. Oh, it's gonna bust out of my rib cage. Sadaishi seemed to be smiling happily in a way I'd never seen him smile before. Seeing that smile made my heart beat so fast that it felt like it had burst. I know, me too, and it's not even me doing this. Your hand is so tiny. He held my hand again and adjusted his grip so that our fingers interlocked. This. I look back and forth from our held hands to Sadaishi and start to panic. So many things happened for the first time today. To be able to sleep with someone and to have a meal made just for me. To sleep with someone, but not like that. Holding hands like this and going home together. Everything. I'm so happy to be with you, Spacey. I didn't think a day like this would ever come. You're just exaggerating. That's not true. You've changed me. Until now, I wouldn't feel anything from the warmth of your hand or everything you gave me. But I'm different now. I think it's strange myself. I didn't know I had these emotions in me. There are times when I wanted to reject them, but now I don't want to. As he continued on, he gripped my hand tighter. Like we broke him. Like he was like, whoa, and all of a sudden it's like, well, like, oh my god, I love you. Wait, it's like a floodgate. Like shit, we just broke the motherfucking dam, did we? He can't be playing with us. If he's playing with us, I'm gonna die. But I really feel like he means it, even if he wants to deny it later on down the road. I mean, we really only have one chapter left. We're in chapter 5, so I mean, and I don't think we've had any choices yet. But anyway, it can be just a little. If you feel even just a little bit of the same feelings I have. Sadaishi said that as if he was wishing for an impossible dream, but the dream of his is already reality. Otherwise, I wouldn't feel so nervous right now. Let's go to the market for dinner. Okay. I looked at our shadows holding hands and thought about telling him my feelings. Tell him. I wanted to tell him, but. Tell him. Girl! No, you have to! Also, our brother's like, you tell me not to go out, bitch, you haven't come home in 3 days. Yeah, I know. He's like, who are you fucking? I'm not actually having sex. That's the sad part. You'd think. Like, perhaps he thought using the shopping cart was strange, as Sadaishi started putting even unnecessary things into the cart. He put things in while I'd go back and put it back. Before I knew it, it was getting dark outside. It's not that it wasn't fun, but I missed my chance to tell him my feelings. We walked around a lot, so I'm getting pretty hungry now. Can pasta be made quickly? Yes, wait just a bit. I might still have a chance after dinner, I think. I switched my mindset and take off my coat. Oh, speaking of which, I took out the strap I was keeping inside my coat pocket, and then I called out to Sadaishi. This was on my desk, but I think this belongs to you. Huh? The moment he saw the strap, Sadaishi's eyes went wide. How did you... Didn't you leave it there? Huh, that's odd. There's no name tag on it. So how would anyone know to give it to me? Maybe it was dropped near my desk and someone picked it up. Maybe. I lost that and was looking for it. Oh, really? I'm sorry I didn't give it back to you sooner. He dropped it on purpose, but then he probably obviously he regrets. I knew it. But like I'm whoever the mole is in the office or whoever he talks to. Oh dear knows. No, thank you. I'll make sure I don't lose it again. He took back the strap, but his expression still appeared to be off kilter. Um, is something wrong? I know I can't leave things as they are. There's no point delaying it. Huh? Hey, Spacey, I. No, he was just gonna tell me he loves me. Not really, but he was gonna like admit everything.
Looks like you were able to solve the September and October incidents, Spacey Hoshino.
The sudden voice from the collar caused Sadashi and I to both gasp.
We were deeply touched by how dedicated you are to your own sense of justice. You certainly have the capacity to become one of us.
I don't think so. I tried to respond firmly, but my voice shook. I could be killed this very moment. Even so, I still needed to talk back. The justice she seeks and Adonis's justice are two incompatible things. Forcing her to follow you is wrong. Sadaishi,
I don't care about your will. We're the ones who will decide. We seek the rebirth of Japan, and we desire only what is enough to achieve that. Hold on to your convictions and become a member of Adonis.
that's crazy. I would never.
The course has already been decided. Resisting this decision will not end well for you.
Fuck.
Still, I'm sure you require time to calm yourself down. You'll not be able to rest from this point onward. Now then, I'll give you 3 days. Use that time to get your life and everything in order. 3 days from now, on the 23rd at 6 p.m., we will come to get you.
This is interesting. After that final declaration, the caller stopped talking. They have never, I mean, they've done the like, we'll kill him if you don't come to us type of a thing, like with Okazaki, but like, they've never. Interesting. Me? Join Adonis? I would never. But Adonis might act with force if they considered it necessary. What will happen to me then? They're specifying a date and time. It shows that they're very confident about putting some plan into motion that can't be stopped. The roots of Adonis are spread out everywhere. If push comes to shove, they might use the color to threaten you. So nothing can be done? No. They've put a limitation on getting help from the police, but we still have the guys at the office who can help. And they've probably already considered that, but it's better than nothing. Your little brother might be taken hostage, so you shouldn't leave him at your house. For now, you should both stay at Yunagi's place. They're the only ones living in that building. Even if something were to happen there, the collateral damage would be very minimal. Even so, that would still mean getting the guys at the office caught up in this. I can't cause them any trouble. You don't care about yourself, huh? That's not true. I couldn't confidently finish that sentence. I was more afraid of someone getting hurt for me. A part of me preferred that I be the only one hurt. You've misunderstood. There's nothing sadder than you not relying on us when you should. They're not as petty as you think. They're also not so easy to hurt. That may be true, but imagine if the roles were flipped. Someone important to you just disappeared. You'd think you're not even worth talking to. Isn't that much more cruel? I wouldn't care about being troubled. I'd rather fight alongside you. I couldn't argue against Sadaishi. Even if I did, he wouldn't allow me to just sacrifice myself. I didn't think there would be a day when you'd convince me of something like this. I said I wanted you to see you smile, didn't I? I'll do anything to achieve that. I'll talk to everyone about the circumstances. Starting tomorrow, you'll be on standby with your brother at the office. Um, I plan on continuing doing my work at SRCPO. Huh? You might think it's not appropriate given the current situation, but there are people who are so worried about all the incidents that they can't even get to sleep at night anymore. Listening to people like that is my job, so I can't just forsake that. I'm sorry. I just said I don't want to cause trouble, but I'm immediately being selfish. Sadaishi opened his mouth to say something, but he just sighed instead. Fine. Since they told you to keep the collar from the police, I doubt they'll act at the station. Still, you have to avoid being caught alone. Always be with me on the way there and back. But you will take the 23rd off. You understand? Yes, I understand. You should have stuff to prepare, so you should hurry on home. Unfortunately, we'll save dinner for next time. Wait, I don't want to waste the ingredients, and we haven't figured out when I can come next time. I thought about different excuses, but in actuality, can you stay with me? Just stay a little while longer. If that'll help ease your mind, I'll stay by your side. Thank you. To be honest, I just wanted to be with him. I'd be like, can you come home with me? Like, I have to prepare you, but I've got to walk home alone. You should walk with me. Take me home. He was going to explain something to us, probably like his issue. I don't know, but like, I'll make it right away, so please wait. After saying that, she rolled up her sleeves and headed into the kitchen to make pasta. I watched her cutting vegetables from behind, and it made me think how strong Spacey is. Even if we did have the help of the office, we were vastly outnumbered. The advantage Adonis had didn't change. But she wasn't letting her situation get her down. She just kept looking ahead. Even though she was bound by the collar, she could still leap the fence with ease. No one can contain her. Her strength shines brightly in my eyes. Ah, that's right. So that's why. If the day comes when she leaves, what lies beyond this sandbox? Back then, those thoughts were all I had. Perhaps even my world can have a bit of color. My world was blank and colorless. Even if it's just for a brief moment, if I can become something. I know these are probably kids that I should thinking that, but it's probably impossible. But if I can become something special that only I can, I'd be filled with predetermined color. And once my role ends, I'll become another color. While I, still personally colorless, am convinced into being turned into one of the cogs within the machine. But is that really true? Somewhere deep inside me, maybe I just yearned for freedom. That I wanted to become something, a special something that couldn't be replaced. I left the sandbox and obtained humanity as Kageyuki Saraishi, a color that's mine. It's true because he was number 14. Oh, that's why he names numbers the cats. I smelled tomatoes in the air. I saw her tossing food in the frying pan. A space where I'm not alone. I didn't know that could be so warm and gentle. I don't want this taken away. I must protect this. I must protect this, what I've finally obtained. I must do so with my own hands. Even if I had to lose something else. Oh, interesting. Sadaishi, oh God. Oh God, this is gonna hurt so bad. We're not gonna let you die though. We ate dinner together and cleaned up together afterwards. It was supposed to be for a little while longer, but I ended up staying over for quite a while. Once I'd said I'd be heading back, Sadaishi said he'd go with me. We walked alongside each other under the night sky. Of course he'd go with you, because if you leave, something can happen to you. Maybe not Adonis, but something else. Speaking of which, when was Christmas? Huh? I made a dumbfounded noise in response. Now that I thought about it, so many things were happening I forgot about Christmas. It's on the 25th, so it's in 5 days. Oh, that's right. People get really excited on the day before, right? Like they hold parties the night of the 24th. Yes, and you open your Christmas pajamas. It's exciting. So we're doing a Christmas party, right? Should we do it on the 24th or 25th? Huh? You said you wanted to hold a party with everyone. Did you forget? No, I do remember. I wanted to set up a tree and decorate it and eat cake together. I was hoping we could all celebrate Christmas like that. Then let's do that. If we start planning now, you'll still make it. He said that calmly, and I didn't know what to say. But in only 5 days, is there more that you wanted to do for Christmas? Oh, you want to bring Claus? Claus? Oh, do you mean Santa Claus? Yeah, that. Oh, I guess we can't reserve one now. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you can reserve a Santa. Oh, really? Then how do they work? Fucking love him! Does Tadaishi think that Santa is a thing that exists? Shh! Don't! Spacey! He's never celebrated Christmas before, so he might be confused on the concept. What should I do? Should I tell him? Or should I keep it a secret? Tell him. Explain it. It'd be good to get Sataishi up to speed, so I decided to explain it. Santa is. He doesn't actually exist. You just crushed him. Most of the time, someone close dresses up as Santa and hands out presents. Then I can be Santa too. Great. Then that means you won't miss out on getting a present. That's fucking adorable. I guess so. I started to get bashful after finding out why Sataishi was interested in Santa Claus. When you grow up, people tend to just exchange gifts with people that they're close with, instead of having Santa give them gifts. So if it's all right with you, would you like to exchange presents with me? Sure. I just have to buy you what you want, right? What would you like? If I just told you, then it wouldn't be any fun. Let's keep what we're going to give each other a secret until the big day, okay? Then that means I have to think about it on my own. I'm not good with these things. Well, I'll think about it. So I get to experience this Christmas thing. I'll be looking forward to it. Though, there's no guarantee that I'll even be at Christmas 5 days from now. Of course, Sadaishi must obviously know that as well. But despite knowing about the deadline, he was making plans for Christmas because he's fucking adorable. The office doesn't have a tree. Should I bring mine from home? I don't know about the other two, but Enomoto would be into this stuff. He might already have a tree ready. You're right. Maybe we can get him to help decorate too. I can't really imagine myself decorating a tree. But since we're going to be there anyway, let's enjoy it together. Yeah. I'll buy some cat ornaments. That's a great idea. I can't help it. I love him so fucking much. I just want to hold him. Just want to hold you forever like this. Like, we just kept talking about what to do for Christmas, like how we should buy lots of donuts to get Sasazuka excited. And we would get Yunagi's help to cook everything and make a cake. It would seem like no time at all. We were coming to a stop in front of my home. Sadaishi, thank you for yesterday and today. I'll wash the sleepwear you gave me before I give them back to you. Sure. Well, see you tomorrow. Yes, good night. When I reached for the door, I turned around once more. Okay, this is weird because we've never seen the hallway to her apartment. Sadaishi was already walking away. I knew he wouldn't turn back, but I'm glad Sadaishi was here for me. Because the collar was still on my neck, I was still going to be plagued by worries. But with someone there to support me, I thought that I wouldn't allow myself to lose to it. I hope Christmas comes soon. I want to tell him how I feel. There are many things I want to accomplish, and I didn't want to let go of any of them. The reason that I can even think this way is Sadaishi. No matter what happens, I won't let Adonis influence me. Oh god, we're gonna get more insight into Sadaishi. I don't know if I can handle this. I don't know if I can do it. After I started walking back to the office, I thought about her and turned around to look. I saw her about to open the door and go in, and I hoped that she would turn around. But reality was never that convenient. Oh! She turned around to look and he didn't, so then she goes back in and he turned. Oh, they just missed each other. Oh. After watching her go inside, I began walking again. You called me kind, but in actuality, There are quite a few things you don't know about me. I've gained many things from meeting Spacey, but in exchange, a cold emotion revived within me after I learned about my forbidden wish. If I could only attain one thing, I've already decided what that is. Oh no, no, Sadaishi, what? Ah! A cold emotion. No, I don't. Stop doing this to me. The day after the voice from the collar issued its ultimatum, the first thing I worried about was how to explain the situation to Kazuki, since we'd now have to live with Yanagi and the others. Kazuki wasn't associated with the police force, and so I shouldn't give him any more information on Adonis than is necessary. Once I decided that, I told him that Adonis is after me due to certain circumstances. It's possible that you'll be in harm's way because you're family, Kazuki. So starting tomorrow, we'll live with someone else. That's what I told him. However, Kazuki refused to listen, so then I had to resort to plan B. Damn it! You stole my guitar and forced me to do what you want? You call yourself a cop? You wouldn't listen to me unless I resorted to this. Of course. Tell me the reason. I'm not gonna waltz into your mess if you don't try and explain it to me. I told you all that I can, and I'm sorry. But this is for your sake, Kazuki. This is gonna be cramped because there's only 2 beds in the kitchen. Like, hey, you stupid siblings. You're supposed to be guests here, and you're already being annoyingly loud. Think of all the trouble you're causing. We shut our mouths due to Sasazuka's threatening attitude, but Kazuki wasn't done yet. Call yourself a cop, but you're just a peon, aren't you? The heck is Adonis after you anyway? Because, I don't know. Adonis doesn't have anything to gain from going after someone like you. That's not entirely true. Your sister became privy to a huge secret involving the X-Day incidents. Huh? Sadaishi said that in a suggestive way, and everyone looked over at him. And what's that huge secret? Why would I tell you? Even at this moment, Adonis is after her life. Through my own investigations, I've discovered an Adonis mole among the police. That's why the police can't be trusted here. Your only hope is to depend on the people in this office and myself, as the person who was involved in the investigation. If you ever got taken as a hostage, she'd throw her life away to save yours. This is a preventative measure to avoid that. I hope you understand this is for both of you. Though we avoided talking about the collar, Sadaishi's serious words caused Kazuki to become quiet. Well, I'm sure you're not going to like having restrictions put on where you can and where you can go and what you can do. Just think of this as helping Hoshino and try to be patient about it. I promise that you won't be bored while you're here. Inamoto talked to Kazuki in an attempt to lighten up the heavy mood, but Sasazuka interrupted his speech. If you don't like it, punch that guy with the eye patch all you want. If that's what it takes, do what you have to do. I fucking love. Oh, Sasazuka, I love you. I just want to live in a tiny little bubble with Sasazuka and Sadaishi the whole fucking day. Like, just them. Just them. I just want to curl up in a little fucking Sasazuka Sadaishi sandwich. I really do. Just like in a cat donut. Like roll up into a cat donut with them. I just don't even. I fucking love them. Wait! Don't treat me like a punching bag. That's all this idiot is good for. I'm making use of you. So you should thank me. How can I? Hey, your name is Kazuki, right? Cyber Seaweed Head here is a total jackass, so watch out around him. Huh. Oh. Inamoto and Sasazuka are always like this. You do well not to pay attention to them. Are you sure these people can actually be good bodyguards? Don't worry. Outside the office, we have active duty special forces on standby. They'll be protecting you day and night. They were told of the circumstances, but I'm sure they'll protect you on their own. I don't get it, but fine. Still complaining, Kazuki seemed to have accepted the situation. You're like, do you think I'm happy about this? I'm stuck with a sausage fest. I guess this is thanks to Saraishi. I thanked him in my head as I directed my gaze at him. He was making an odd, confused expression. Saraishi? He looked up and our eyes met. Oh, it's nothing. Let's leave your brother and to Yanagi, and we'll head off to work. Oh, yes. Please take care of Kazuki. And so, day 1 of the countdown that Adonis gave me began. be going to field support, but call me if anything happens. Yeah, I'll call you when I go home, too. You better. Don't follow strangers, okay? I'm not that careless. Don't worry about me too much. Strangers or strange people, because you're a strange person, I'm just saying. I tried to smile, but Sadaishi didn't return my smile. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen him smile once today. I wonder how I can make him smile. I know. Sadaishi, did you eat yet? Huh? What is with you all of a sudden? No, I haven't eaten anything yet. I knew it. You don't eat if I leave you alone for 1 second. The office has a kitchen, right? Let me make you dinner tonight. You'll make it for me? Yes, of course. I'll take requests if you have any. So try to think of something you want to eat. So let's go home together and we'll have a nice dinner. You're gonna have to cook for everyone in the office. Sadaishi blankly blinked his eyes and finally smiled for me. That makes me happy. I get to do something like that with you again. Seeing his gentle smile made me feel much more relieved. Then, shall we hold hands on the way back again? Huh? That's a bit... Yes. We'd be close to Shinjuku Station, and people we knew might see us. But if this is what makes him happy... You're wondering what to do. You don't hate holding hands with me. I don't hate it. Meaning that you like it. Seeing Sadaishi back to his usual self made me feel bashful and uneasy. Excuse me, I'll see you later. My cheeks were flushed, and I didn't hide it well. I turned my back to Sadaishi and quickly darted into the changing room. I changed into my uniform and headed to my desk, thinking about our previous exchange. Sadaishi always tries to tease me every chance he gets. Well, I'm glad he's still smiling. I'm glad he's smiling again. I got to my seat while thinking that, and Mochida, who was there already, looked up. How you doing, Hoshino? Feeling rested? Yes, thank you. I'm ready to work hard again today. That's great to hear. Well, the old lady has called in with another of her famous reports. When I told her you weren't here, she said that I was useless. Even for me, that was kind of depressing. Oh, poor Mochida. Cheer up, please. I'm sure she was just in a bad mood. I hope so. If we don't have you, SRCPO can't function. There were people who liked me for who I am. There were people who needed me. Yeah, no matter who I'm up against, the way I do things doesn't change. I need to work harder at SRCPO so that I can help as many people as possible. Dun 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 dun, social justice warrior. But not being a dick about it. Apologies were given to complaints, and once a report was made, we confirmed at the scene. I completed my duties as I did before I'd been collared. After a while, I'd take a break. That just seemed weird. Like, wait, are you out on the street? Like, by the time I slowed down, it was already sundown. Time to leave at 8 p.m. It's like a long-ass day. I thought my life was completely changed once the collar was placed on me. I can continue the work I need to do as SRCPO and also investigate X-Day normally. But in 2 days, I won't be able to even do that. There's no doubt my daily routine will be over. I had no intention on letting them get their way, but I didn't know how much resisting would help. Every passing moment, that day drew closer. They've told them, so Sasazuka should be working on a way to get the collar off, is all I'm saying.
You look like the world has ended. Did something happen?
Sakuragawa! I heard Hoshino. You played a big role in solving one of the earlier X-Day cases. Mukai too. When did word get around? I really didn't do all that much. A lot of coincidences just came together. It really isn't because of me at all. I see. This is no good at all.
I was talking to Mukai about having a few drinks for the Saraishi Bashing Coalition meeting today.
Hoshino, you're coming with us tonight, so get ready. I can't. Huh? My brain was still trying to process their sudden suggestion as I stared blankly. The Saraishi Bashing Coalition. But today, I have to go with Saraishi.
Well, we just want to hear how you're doing, and just come drink with us.
I promised Saraishi I'd walk back with him, and I promised to make him dinner, too. Turn them down. I felt sorry for these two because they specifically were meeting for my sake. I'm sorry, but there's something I have to do today.
Is that important?
Yes, so unfortunately, this might be the last time I got to spend any time with them. It felt sad when I thought about that, but I wanted to be with Saraishi a bit more. Oh, Shino, or are you just thinking about the director? Huh? I knew it! I can tell because your mind is wandering. Is something bothering you about the director? Why? Being also in field support, Mukai is sharp. Yes, but we won't back down today. Maybe have a bit of your time.
Yeah, it's not fair he gets to monopolize you. Can you ask Saraishi?
What?
We want to go drinking with you no matter what. You can just tell him we're forcing you to.
Their sudden forcefulness caught me off guard. Are they doing this out of consideration for me? She figured that I was feeling down and wanted to take me out. I confirmed that that it's already after work. If it's only for a little bit, but Tadaishi might mind. He was really worried this morning, so he might object to me taking this detour. Here's the thing. I understand they're your friends, but it's like you made plans and that's what okay, I've got two options. I already made plans. Don't be rude. I made plans. You need to respect that. They're not respecting you by being like, nah, come on, we're going to force you. No. I appreciate that, but I already made plans and I'm not going to back out on them just for you. Sorry. Besides, I finally got him to feel happy, and this could make him feel down again. These worries battled as I took my cell phone out. Yes, what's up? Kai just came by and invited me to go out to go drinking. That's fine. It'll help take your mind off things, so go ahead. Huh? I can walk you to the place. Wait, those two won't like that. I'll get Enomoto or someone to walk you there. Mokai and the girl in forensics can beat up anyone should the need arise. And they're not bad choices for bodyguards. Well, we promised to go back together, so are you okay with that? And we made plans for dinner. Do you call me because you were worried about that? Yes? Oh, you were going to turn them down? You hesitated because you thought of me? Yes, because we did make a promise, and I was looking forward to it. Oh. you actually had trouble choosing between the Saraishi bashing coalition and me. I think I've risen quite a bit. I see. Our promise was that important to you. It's because we made plans first. That's nice to hear. Then call me once you're done with the party. I'll come get you. Huh? But I feel bad for having you come out there just for that. Don't worry about it. There's actually something I need to take care of, and I can't head back that quickly. Besides, if we do walk back together, it means that we kept our promise. And you can make dinner for me after that. I'll try not to let it get too late, but wouldn't you get hungry while you wait? I'll be fine. If we don't make this promise, I probably would have forgotten to eat if we didn't make this promise. I understand. Then I'll call you after we're done. Yeah, go ahead and relieve some stress by talking trash about me with those women. Normally, people don't recommend that others go and talk trash about themselves, Sadaishi. After hanging up the phone, I looked up to see the two of them staring at me. What is it?
Nothing. I had a feeling about it. But hearing it in person, you know.
Oh, Shino, from what I've just overheard, that means you can join our gathering, yes? Oh, yes. Then let's go. Tonight is crucial night for the Saraishi Bashing Coalition. It is. I wondered about the reason for Mukai's words, but before I could ask, we arrived at the bar.
Oshino, is it okay if we go to the same spot?
Sure. Sakuragawa put in the orders and the meeting of the Saraishi Bashing Coalition began. But you're like, but I'm in love with him, so... But still, I love the two of them, and this path is so great.
Saraishi was with you at the on-the-spot investigation the other day. He was oddly polite to me, as if it was the first time he'd seen me.
He must have forgotten who I was. The situation was pretty tense back then, and Saraishi always treats new people pretty much the same way.
Well, I guess so. My first meeting with him was the worst. That makes it all the more unusual. Saraishi never cares about other people, no matter how tense the situation is.
Sometimes he's different. I think he wouldn't say anything that would disrupt the investigation. I can only imagine he's plotting something. The director's being way too quiet recently. He's just calmed down. Mukai said it the other day too, but he makes sure to do his job right. They're like, you're not bashing him.
You have anything to say? You've been with him for a while recently.
What do you want me to say? I'm sure they wanted to hear my complaints about Sadaishi. But the only thing I could think of offhand is the clumsy way he made those eggs for me, and how he patted me on the head. Besides, I don't dislike Sadaishi. Or rather, thinking about this made me feel embarrassed, and I tightened my lips. The two of them looked at me suspiciously. I have to tell them I can't be part of this group anymore. I also didn't want them to misunderstand Sadaishi. I couldn't force my opinions on them because they'd known Sadaishi much longer than me. But if I could get them to dislike him less,
Tell us what Tsudaishi's like when he's around you.
huh?
Does he say sarcastic things or make up horrible lies to amuse himself? Or is he totally different than when he's at work?
No, I don't think he's all that much different. He still teases me often. But he's not doing it out of malice. I realize that it's the only way he knows to close the gap with other people. Sadaishi used to do everything alone, so there's a part of him that seems like he doesn't need the help of anyone around him. And that's why it makes me worried at times. I hope I can help him somehow. Both of them were listening to me, but instead of nodding, they just sighed deeply. Well, that's all I needed to hear. Oshino, yes? We're kicking you out of the Sadaishi Bashing Coalition. Huh?
Do you remember the requirements to join?
There was only one condition to join. You had to hate Sadaishi. I'm sorry. I knew I had to tell you. I don't hate Sadaishi. Not only that, I really liked him. But I couldn't tell those two. I hadn't even told him yet. Then, I guess we won't be able to drink together like this anymore. Oh, why would you say that? That's totally not true.
Besides, the gathering was just to blow off some steam.
Sakuragawa and I were already talking about disbanding the coalition. Huh? Why?
Okay,
Let's just tell her. I guess so. We're not obligated to keep it a secret. What is it? Please tell me. Oh.
Tsudashi actually asked us to take you out drinking today.
Huh?
He asked us to invite you because you look a bit down. I thought maybe my ears had stopped working.
Sadaishi did? That's fine. It'll help take your mind off things, so go ahead. He was like, and then, so when we called him and he was like, huh, wait, what? Because I made a promise, you dumbass. Like, he was so calm because he knew about it. This event was for me. My God, he's so adorable. Jeez, I don't know how I should react if he acts that way. But because of that, Sakuragawa and I have upgraded our opinion from hate his guts to, we really don't like him. You don't really like him, but you have a better impression of him then.
At the very least, we don't see him as our primary enemy anymore. So that's why we're disbanding the Sadaishi Bashing Coalition.
Now you don't have to worry about us and can go on dating the director freely. Huh? Date?
I thought you were already dating, but you keep reacting in all kinds of weird ways. So, how far did you get with him?
We didn't go anywhere. Besides, I didn't tell him how I feel yet. Oh, God! You didn't tell him yet. So you both had, and still have, romantic feelings for him.
I knew it. So you don't dislike him. You actually like him. And again, you were being super obvious.
I was obvious? How long have you known?
Calm down.
Bird, what are you doing? I don't believe it. The director managed to attract a cute woman. So why is he dragging his feet? He did say something that I think summarized his feelings for me.
What do you mean by that? Details, please.
He said, I think I like you. He should have declared everything then and there. Why is he being all low-key instead?
Wait, it probably wasn't really the situation for that, right? So how did you respond?
He said he didn't need a response. What? He should have pressured a response out of you. Why did he back off? That's so not manly. Mukai, please calm down. She just gets angry about everything. I fucking love her. No, I can't be calm. We assume that you two had a much sweeter relationship going on. And yet,
Spacey ignores personal space all the time, but he's completely different when it comes to love.
it seems that way. We all have a drink and let things cool off for a moment.
I understand the situation now. And this kind of up in the air relationship is irritating.
I'm sure the director doesn't really know what he should do either. Bah! How pitiful! As if to distract herself from the annoyance, Mukai started rapidly eating the edamame. I laughed a little at the sight and reached to have some myself. I thought about telling him my feelings for him, but it's hard to find the right timing. Why are you being so calm about this, Miss Hoshino? Mukai grabbed my hand as I reached for the edamame and stood up. It's almost Christmas! Isn't this the perfect time to declare your feelings for each other? That may be true, but
I wonder how he'll act when you say you like him. Do you want to see him panic? Don't you want to see him panic?
don't you? True! I'm intrigued because I can't even imagine it. Oshino, let me know what happens on the day after Christmas. Christmas? I didn't know if that day would arrive for me. The two of them didn't know my circumstances as they looked upon me with hope-filled eyes. No matter what happens, I want him to know how I feel. I'm sorry, I'm just sitting here with my leg up on my bird is on my leg and he refused to and I tried to get, what you doing? What you doing, buddy? I'm being fucking weird. He was like on my arm as I'm holding and then like I'm trying to get him on my, and he's like, no, I'm going to crawl to your leg. Like he's being fucking weird. You're being so weird. Weirdo. No matter what happens, I want him to know how I feel. It was good to have more things to look forward to, so I nodded. All right, I'll do my best to bring you guys some good news. That's the spirit! Well, oh, we'll wish you luck. Well, yeah, I should learn to read. We'll wish you luck. So let's drink for today. Both of them started drinking faster and faster as they asked everything I knew about Tsuraishi. I was hesitant to be too candid, and the two of them tried to extract all the information from me. This exchange continued for about 2 hours. Mukai, are you okay? I'm fine. Let's go to another bar.
Request denied. Hoshino, I'll get Mukai home, so let's just part ways here.
Sure, see you later. I watched the two of them get into a taxi and drive off. It's 10:30. It took longer than I thought. Oh, I missed a call from Tsuraishi. Tsuraishi told me to call him once my evening was over, but the office isn't that far from here. A taxi shouldn't be too dangerous. What should I do? Call him. Fucking call him, girl. Like that was, there's no, even though that's the right answer, there's no motherfucking question. You call him. No matter how safe it seemed, being alone had its own inherent risks. There was no bad ending for that, so it's okay. Tsuraishi knew all that and told me to depend on him. I should call. Just as I was about to call. Oh, is it Saeki? I thought I saw someone familiar. It really is you, Hoshino. Huh? I heard a voice from behind and turned to see a familiar face. Yep. Saeki, your face is red. Have you been drinking? You got it. Since you're a fellow graduate and you solved a crime, I was inspired to do the same. Got in over my head and made my boss yell at me. So I was drinking my problems away, and then I saw you. You alone too? No, I was drinking with people from another department, and I was about to go home. Oh, it's getting late. So I guess I can get you to comfort me another day. Yeah, let's... Just as I said that, I saw a silhouette walking towards me. It's another familiar face, Tsuraishi. Tsuraishi! Huh? Someone's here for you already. Oh, I hadn't called him yet, though. Tsuraishi knew the bar that the Bashing Coalition was drinking at. Considering the time of night, he might have come because he was worried about me. Like I was just about to call you. I was wondering why you didn't contact me. Don't tell me you were planning on using a taxi. No, I was actually just about to call you. Call while Mukai and Sakuragawa are still there. I didn't think you were that carefree. I'm sorry. I made you worry about me. But thank you for coming for me. Whatever. I'm sure Mukai was so drunk that she got carried away. It was my mistake, so don't worry about it. Is Tsuraishi mad? And when I got worried, I came over here. I wasn't expecting you to be with Saeki. Oh, that's what he's mad about. He's jealous. Huh, don't misunderstand. It's not like we're having a secret meeting. After I saw off to Mukai and Sakuragawa, I bumped into Saeki, who was here drowning his sorrows. Hoshino, why you say it like that? It's kind of embarrassing. Well, it's the truth. Still, but sorry. I guess I'm getting in the way. No, rather you're misunderstanding. She and I aren't dating or anything. Sadaishi just stated a fact, but if I told him how I feel now, it kind of felt like he just pushed me away. It's getting late, so I'm going home. See you later, Hoshino. And sorry. Oh, yeah, goodbye. After watching Saki leave, I looked over at Sadaishi. We should go too. Yeah. We started walking back, but we didn't talk. Felt exactly like when we first met. We continued walking for a while. We entered a deserted street before Sadaishi finally says something. How was the drinking party? Were you able to relax a bit? Yes, I've been so preoccupied with Adonis recently. It's been a long time since I was just able to ignore everything else and enjoy something. I see. Sadaishi, thank you. What for? For everything. Oh? Sadaishi didn't ask any further, possibly because my expression of thanks had reached him. He might have found out that I know he told Mukai and Sakuragawa to take me out drinking. Looking at him, he seemed just a bit bashful. But it really did make me feel better. He came here to get me. He asked Mukai and Sakuragawa to take me out as a favor. He'd done so much for me up to this point. My heart was full of gratitude. It seems like you had a blast talking crap about me over drinks. No, there wasn't much complaining this time. They're the Saraishi bashing coalition. How would they not throw insults at me? But there weren't any this time. And because I couldn't fulfill the conditions of the bashing coalition, I was forced to quit. Conditions? It's just that you have to... After saying that, Sadaishi stops. I don't hate you anymore. I see. He whispered that and looks away. That's odd. We said I don't hate you to each other. I felt that in terms of our relationship, we may as well have been saying I like you. But even this level of commitment caused us to lose control. It makes me happy and sort of ticklish. Silence soon overcame us, and Sadaishi resumed walking as if he couldn't bear it any longer. I quickly ran to his side, but we didn't talk. But the silence didn't feel like an awkward one that arose from embarrassment. To me, it felt like it arose from our shared emotions. This would have been a perfect opportunity for a kiss. There's so many perfect opportunities for kisses, and they don't seem to happen. But this is the perfect place to stop. It's a little bit sooner than we would normally stop, but it's starting chapter 6. So yeah, so we'll start chapter 6 in the next part. So I'm going to wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.